This video is brought to you in part by Zeal Sound and viewers like you. Thank you.
Yo, Speedy, clip this one.
In 2024, I did a really important interview with Smack. Post caffeine. One of the biggest things was, yo, ain't no more money in this. You guys are like literally changing that narrative. You guys are giving us what we want.
Right.
Are you guys getting what y'all want?
Yeah.
As a company, as a business?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. We are definitely doing well enough to sustain what we're doing, to keep it going and going forward. But on top of that knowledge, I was one of the more vocal, I think, opposers to that notion when Smack said it. There was a few different things I didn't like about that. First thing I didn't like about that is sends the wrong message to potential investors. Even if Smack felt that way or feels that way, I didn't like just being so vocal about it because his voice is so powerful. And then you have people like Joe Budden repeating those sentiments on his platform and other bigger names,
more millions of
doing it on their platform.
Right.
So it's like, yo, the people who are not in the culture, the people who are casual fans are now listening to Smack or listening to the Joe Budden podcast and being like, damn, battle rap is dying out. I can tell you that business is all about streams of revenue. Return on investment has to do with how many streams of revenue you can create for your business. Knowing the different markets and knowing the different spaces that you can thrive in is the foundation of any business. I can see that some other leagues are struggling in some regard. Let me think of 2 or 3 other ways that we can create a stream of revenue for our business so that if we don't make our money back from A, B, and C, we can fall back on D, E, and F. As a business owner, before I tell y'all there's no money in battle rap, I'm just gonna figure out other ways to make my money back. You know what I'm saying? Right. But at the same time, like, I felt like that was very discouraging, and I felt like it sent the culture into a little bit of a tailspin for a second. Just the way people were feeling. People are gonna eventually fall out of love with battle rap if they feel like, you know what I'm saying, the art form isn't enough to keep it going. Every time you see us with a big event, our goal is to bring you one headline battle that people have wanted for years. I'm not pocket watching, but URL's got a pretty nice following. And I thought the whole purpose of the app was to be able to continue to generate revenue off of the content that YouTube was not paying for anymore. I think to hear that from Smack, I think was just like a little, I think it was off-putting to a lot of people.
Right.
I'm not out here making millions of dollars. I'm not out here making tens of thousands of dollars. But for me to sit here and say, it hasn't been possible for me to give the culture the battles they want and still be able to pay my rent and keep my lights on, I'd be lying.
Yo, was Smack wrong? Was Smack wrong last year? I'm saying it was damn near 2 years ago, but you know what I'm saying, last year, boy, Smack said, listen, man, y'all not worth investing in. I'm about tired of paying y'all. Y'all keep asking for all this bread and y'all ain't making no return. CHILLA Jones only been doing battle rap for maybe 2-3 years as a league owner. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, I think that Shark Tank card with Lil Lee on it was the first card that he had. So between there and now, well, between then and now, this nigga booking battles to win in. Expect, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of how they go. And then the energy, oh my God, the visuals, oh my God. We getting that, is battle rap back? Did CHILLA Jones revive battle rap? And was Smack wrong for even saying that there wasn't no money in battle rap? You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't the only one. There was a few people, you know what I'm saying, that said a few things that really had us believing like, damn, ain't no money in battle. And then you could see it too. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like, then again, whenever Smack says something about, the battle rap money, he's only getting it in person. It's like, if you're not buying tickets, like, that's his end all be all. Tickets. Like, my nigga, you is going tooth and nail with these tickets, the ticket prices, promotion and all that. Man, I don't know what Chilla talking about, but who knows? It could be extra money from other places. I mean, like, if you got 16 battlers, who's to say that they all can't think of at least one way to generate some type of money? You know what I'm saying? Commission based, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the YouTube money. But even though it's gonna be a little bit, still something. It's gonna be there. Slow motion better than no motion, right? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like, it's so crazy to me. Cause I mean, like, I think Chilla Jones had his league prior to Smack saying that there was no money in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, Smack saying that there's no money in battle rap, pretty much a recent thing. So it's like, what was going through Smack's head? Was he just tired of the bullshit? And then, let me ask you this. Should Smack still be throwing battles? Or should he be taking some words of advice from Chilla Jones? I mean, did Chilla Jones show up Smack URL? Does URL even matter anymore? You know what I'm saying? But that's going to be that on that for today's episode of Battle Rap Bullshit. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. I'm going to catch you on the flip. Speedy out.